me? Hello. Nice to see you again. How are you today?
Okay, you.
Okay, very nice. And how was your day today? Can you please tell me what did you do today?
It's only went to school and study.
Study. Like what? What did you study today?
Only English.
Okay. And tomorrow, what will you do tomorrow? Can you please tell me? What is something that you would like to do tomorrow?
I will play badminton with my friends and study.
Okay, to study. Very nice. Okay, so we will start. Okay, I want to cover. I ask you first of all my apology because my internet and power went down yesterday,
Okay.
but okay, don't worry. Okay, so we will have another half an hour class today.
Okay.
So I want to ask you about your holidays. When you have a holiday, when you have a free time, when you take a rest a little bit of your school. So what is something that you can do, for example, with your family? For example, what do you like to do with your family on your holidays? Can you please tell me?
I like to travel somewhere with my family in summer holiday.
Okay, and what places, for example, you like to see when you travel with your family? So what places, for example, you like to see it?
I like to see Phú Quốc Island, Con Sông Province, and Hanoi capital.
Hanoi capital. Okay, and why do you want to see these places? What is something interesting to see in these places? Can you please tell me?
Yeah, in Phú Quốc there is some new buildings I haven't been it before, and in Hanoi it's maybe have some traditional Vietnam things, and in Con Sông is have some mountains, and I like to hiking there.
Okay, so you like to go hiking. Very nice. And how often, for example, do you go hiking? And how often do you, for example, would you like to visit these places?
Right. Okay, can you say it again?
How often do you like to visit these places? How often? Do you like to go every day? So how often, for example, do you like to visit these places?
Once a month.
Okay, can you try to say the big sentence? I like to visit this.
I want to hiking in Con Sông Province once a month.
Once a month. Okay, very nice. And why do you like to visit these places? Why? For example, what is the reason to visit these places?
Because there is some new trees I didn't know it.
Okay.
And
Now let's take a look. Okay, that is quite nice. Okay, now let's see. And for example, in the future, would you like to visit some other countries? Okay, and what countries, for example, would you like to visit? What are some countries that you would like to visit in the future?
I would like to visit USA, Australia, Denmark, Sweden, Switzerland, and Philippines.
Philippines. Okay, okay. Let's start with last one, with Philippines. Why, for example, you want to visit Philippines?
Because I have had a teacher and he's from Philippines. I say he's very gentle and very nice. I want to travel to Philippines because I want to see the people here. Is what does it like and what does they look like?
Okay, what do they look like? Okay, very nice. Okay, and what is something that you can see, for example, in Australia, or why do you want to visit Australia?
Because it's a country my dad had gone to that and he's working there, hard work.
Okay, hard working. Okay, and for example, which cities would you like to visit there?
What? Sorry. Sorry.
Which cities would you like to visit in Australia?
Sydney. It's Sydney. I like to visit to Sydney in Australia.
Okay, and why? Why do you want to visit this? Why?
Because have a Sydney Opera House and very like its buildings.
Okay, and now I want to ask you about Switzerland. Okay, so why Switzerland? This is the country that is near my country, really close to my country. Okay, so why do you want to visit Switzerland?
I like it because I want to try the chocolate in Switzerland.
Okay, and do you know some famous chocolate from Switzerland?
No, I only know it's the best chocolate in the world.
I want to tell you something interesting because I tried this chocolate, but this is good. It's nice. It's really yummy. But I want to tell you the chocolate from Belgium is better.
Okay, better.
Yes, better, much better.
Okay, good.
And do you know why, for example, why Switzerland is also very famous? Okay, so
wait. It's have a big sound. I go to close the door. Wait.
Okay. Okay. So what is something else that, for example, you think Switzerland is famous? Do you know some other things that just want to inform you about something else that Switzerland is really famous?
A good landscape with the mountain is majestic.
Okay, and do you know some products from Switzerland that are also famous, like chocolate? But you have some products that are famous.
No, I know only chocolate. Oh, a watch, yes.
Switzerland watch. Okay.
And it's the country can invent the pens, right?
Yes, yes. And do you know some other things about Switzerland that is related to food? Okay, you know chocolate. Okay, what other food is famous from Switzerland?
No, I don't know. I know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cheese.
Cheese?
Cheese, yes, cheese is very, very famous. Okay, so yes, because you have, for example, we call this cheese with holes. Okay, so you have cheese, you have holes in this cheese. Okay, so you have different type of the cheese there. You have, for example, stinky cheese. Okay, you have, for example, sticky cheese. Like, for example, in your country, I know that you have sticky rice. Is that right?
You're right. My country has sticky rice.
Yes, you have sticky cheese. You have stinky cheese. Stinky cheese is this cheese smells really bad, but it's delicious. Can you imagine this? Something that smells really bad, not so good, but it's yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had you tried before?
Yes, I tried. As a matter of fact, I tried, and for example, I put like this when I eat. I put like this cheese. I like it because it smells really bad. You need to, for example, to close your nose when you want to eat, because smell is not so good. But when you try to eat, when you taste this cheese, it's really good. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's really fantastic. Okay. Okay, and you mentioned countries in Scandinavia. So you mentioned, for example, you mentioned Australia, you mentioned Switzerland. I want to ask you about Scandinavian countries. Scandinavian countries are like Denmark, Finland, Norway, Sweden. Those are Scandinavian countries. So why do you want to go there to these countries? Why?
Because I like to travel somewhere and see what people look like, try some traditional food, and take photos about good landscape and sightseeing.
Okay, and I want to ask you about your country. Do you have in your country sightseeing? Do you have something that is really good to see in your country?
I only went to Da Nang province. It's the best trip in my life.
Okay, and what is something that you can see there? Okay, can you please tell me what landscapes? What is something special to see there?
I see beach and traditional boat with it looks like a hat if you face down.
Okay. Now, what other things, for example, are important for you? For example, when you visit countries, okay, beautiful landscapes, beautiful. What else can be really important?
I don't remember clear, and maybe I forget them.
Okay. Now you mentioned this is interesting, and I don't know why you mentioned Philippines. Okay, can you please tell me why? Why did you mention Philippines? Why do you want to go to Philippines?
Because I want to try traditional food and see what people look like. It's
Okay. Now I can see something interesting in your background. Is this Super Mario?
You're right, Super Mario.
Ah, and do you like Super Mario?
You're right.
Okay, and why do you like Super Mario? Can you please tell me why?
Because when I'm young, I watch it very much. Watch it so much.
Okay, and what else? What else? For example, it's like this that you like to watch. Do you like to watch some other cartoons? Do you like to watch some other things? What else do you like to watch?
Doraemon.
Doraemon. Okay, because what is the difference? I want you to blah, 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 blah more. Okay, what is the difference? Okay, make a difference between Doraemon and Super Mario. What is the same and what is the different?
Again, can you say it again?
What is the same? What is the same when you watch Doraemon and Super Mario? What is something that is same and what is the different?
The same is maybe educational, some experience life, and the difference is one's either games and one's either the adventure.
Okay. Okay, and what do you like more when you compare these two things? What do you like more?
I like Doraemon the most.
Okay, tell me the reasons why. I want. Okay, I heard about Doraemon. I heard, but I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me because you can speak really nicely, but don't be shy. Okay, I want you to tell me why. Because I have students that they cannot speak English very well. Okay, I want you to explain me why children like to watch Doraemon. Why?
Because funny, educational, and have some good experience lives.
Okay, it's funny, it's educational. Okay, good experience. Okay, now and what is educational? What is something that you learn in this job? In this cartoon or in this. What is something that can be really educational? I want you to tell me to speak more. What is something that can be really educational?
Educational made to save money, electricity, and water.
Okay, and what other things, for example, are educational for you and your friends? What else can be really educational that you can learn something from this?
Mark Robber. Do you know Mark Robber?
No. Tell me what is happening. But I want you to speak more. I want to put more details in this, to tell me something more about this. Okay. Now just, okay, you're like this. You just give me some things here. Blah, 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 blah. That's it. Okay. I want you to blah, 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 blah more. Okay. So let's try it.
Okay. Mark Roberts is the good scientist I know recently. I know him. He's very good at science and physics. He teach me 7 typical physics. It's if you have a fan and you put it on train, put it on the boat, and you have a sail here. If you turn on the fan, it's have a wind to pull up the boat, but it won't moving because it's the same. It's the same impact force because it's the same impact force and it won't moving.
It will not move. Okay, very. Okay, so this is something that is happening. Okay, and what other subjects? Okay, so we have here some other subjects. What other subjects are, for example, are interesting for you? Okay, so we have here some other subjects. So can you please tell me what other subjects, for example, are interesting to learn about in your school?
History.
Okay, and why history? Okay, explain me please why do you like to learn history?
The reason I like history is I can know how my ancestors fight.
Ancestors. Yes.
My ancestors fight and protect the country, and it was interesting because I can know maybe on the kings in it's make me have a nice knowledge in history, and I like it very much.
Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, and we have here. Okay, we have here. What other parts of the history do you like? What other parts, for example, of the history is
war history? I like the war history.
Okay, what part? What other? Okay, you mentioned your national history. Do you like some other history?
I like race history, Egypt history, Vietnam history, Russia, and war history. I like 5 parts in history.
Okay, very nice. Okay, now let's see. And can you please tell me what do you think about ancient history? Okay, what is something that you can learn about ancient history?
Ancient what? Sorry.
Ancient history.
Ancient history. I have learned the pyramids and it's have a mystery question is how the Egyptian, the ancient Egyptian can move the very heavy rocks to buy a three biggest pyramids in the world.
Okay, and why do you know what is happening with these pyramids? Okay, so can you please tell me what is something that can happen with these pyramids? What is something that is important, for example, in Egypt? Okay, do you know what these represent? These pyramids, what do they represent?
Wait, I don't know the means in research. Can you type this word?
Okay, so represent what it means. Okay, the means of the pyramids. Okay, why do they build pyramids? Okay, so why Egyptian build pyramids? Do you know why?
I don't know too, and it's the mystery question. Now the world can't explain it.
This is okay. I will type it. This is like a tomb for kings. Okay, pyramids represent tomb for kings.
Wait.
Okay, so they bury you know when someone dies, you bury someone. Okay, someone died. Okay, this is something that is happening. Okay, someone died, and for example, you have, and they want to build a pyramid for this king, because this king was really important. Okay, and they want to build something that is special for this for their king, and this is the reason why do they build these pyramids. Okay, they built because this king represents something really important for them, and that is the reason why.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Come on. Thank you for asking. Yeah. Okay, and can you please tell me what other, okay, in your country, okay, so what, okay, we have here in Egypt, these buildings are really important. What other buildings are important, for example, in your country? Are there any buildings that are really important in your country?
Thăng Long Castle and Nikola Castle.
And why these buildings are important? Why?
First, the Cổ Loan Tower. It's wait. Okay. It's both the front line and center, and Thăng Long is the castle. A lot of kings is working there.
Okay. And what other places, for example, in the world, would you like to visit? Are there any other places around the world that you would like to visit to see some buildings? Okay, for example, let's say in Australia, okay, in Scandinavia, in Philippines. So what, for example, what buildings in Philippines you would like to see it? Are there any buildings that you would like to see in Philippines?
I don't know any. I don't know any buildings in Philippines. I hadn't discovery it on TV before.
You never discovered these buildings. Okay, and for example, in your city, okay, do you have some important buildings, let's say in your city? Can you please tell me some important buildings that are in your city? Do you have something like this in your city? Something that is
in city doesn't have any history site. Don't have any history site.
Okay, and we have here some buildings that are important in which of these three cities do you like best? Do you like Hanoi? Do you like Ho Chi Minh City? Or which of these cities is your favorite? Can you please tell me? We have Hanoi, Da Nang, and Ho Chi Minh City. Can you try to compare these three cities? I want you to try to compare these cities and tell me which.
Hanoi is more interesting than Ho Chi Minh because it's have maybe it's have a history site, and but in Ho Chi Minh City it have maybe maybe less than Hanoi. But in Ho Chi Minh City is the center of economics in Vietnam. It's very crowded, but in Hanoi it's maybe quieter than Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah. And I like Hanoi the most because I like to travel to there to visit the historic sites and see what things there and what's historic sites there.
So history sites. Okay, so this is something that can be really important for you about history sites. Okay, and how about I just want to ask you, how about in Da Nang? Can you tell me what is interesting, for example, to see in Da Nang? Okay.
No, in Da Nang it don't have any history site, but in Quảng Nam it's the Hoi An Asian town. I have traveled it before. It's like a maze. It's like a maze.
Okay, it's like a tourist place. Is Da Nang like a tourist place that a lot of tourists are coming to Da Nang?
Yeah. It's include another countries and my countries too.
Okay, very nice. And in which city, can you please tell me, in which city do you live? What is the name of your city?
Thailand City. It's in the southern of in the south of.
And what is interesting, for example, about your city? For example, can I visit some museums? Can I see some? Can I go to the restaurants? What can be really interesting to do in your city?
There's nothing to do in my city because it's very small and it don't have not very good service and don't have a lot of restaurants.
Okay, you don't have a lot of restaurants. Okay, and what is the main, for example, main dish in your city? Something that is, for example, your city is popular. What can be really what is popular about your city that is related with food?
My country, I don't know why my city is popular, and I'm so sorry because I don't know my country why it's so popular.
Okay, so you don't know. Okay, no problem. Now, and I want to ask you, can you please tell me what can you your parents, which places do they like to visit? Would they like to visit in the future? Would they like to visit some places in the future? Your parents, your mom and dad.
My mom wants to travel to Australia.
Also Australia. And your dad?
Indian, and my dad is only in Vietnam.
He wants to stay in Vietnam. Okay, very nice. I can say that was really nice. I really enjoyed today. You're fantastic and really good. I can say that your English is really nice. Just try to speak as much as you can. Okay, the only advice I can give you, try to expand your answers to say something more. You can speak really beautiful. I really enjoy when I have classes with you. Okay? Okay, come on. And I definitely want to see you next time. And I hope we will have more classes together soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Wait. Excuse me.